Elected One, they have detected your power. They have activated their systems and devices, but they do not understand your power because your energy is a vibration that transcends dimensions. You are shaking the order they have established. They are afraid because they cannot control it. You are a secret, the essence of a revolution. Everything is changing with your presence and can no longer be hidden. You have the power to break the chains, to awaken people. Now is the time to step up, to take the stage. Write 77 in the comments now and show your light to everyone. This light cannot be hidden. True transformation arises from within, an unshakable force that challenges illusion and unveils clarity where none seemed possible. When confusion grips those around you, your presence becomes the compass that steadies and realigns. With discernment as your foundation, you transcend vanity and self-serving pursuits, wielding your gifts not for spectacle, but for purpose. You see beyond appearances into the raw truths that others hesitate to confront. This path requires unyielding discipline. Your abilities demand to be handled with reverence, as their purpose is far greater than the individual. They are not tools of dominance, but instruments of elevation, designed to uplift, to guide, and to peel away layers of falsehood. The strength you carry is not defined by what you can achieve, but by how you direct your actions, ensuring that every step honors your role as a guardian of the truth. You are both protector and disruptor, a presence that redefines the balance between vulnerability and strength. Your energy is finite yet sacred, a force that must be safeguarded with the utmost vigilance. The forces you stand against thrive in subtle infiltration, finding cracks in willpower and strength. Your defense begins at the threshold of your own energy, where boundaries serve as the armor that shields your essence. Acts of alignment, whether through moments of stillness, rituals of intention, or practices of focus, are not mere habits, but lifelines that connect you to an unwavering core. These moments recalibrate your resolve, dispelling the lingering residue of negativity that clings to every encounter. Smoke, sound, stillness, or movement all become tools that sweep away the remnants of discord before they take root. Yet, this defense is not just external, it is the anchoring of your soul in a conviction deeper than doubt. Faith becomes your compass in the storm, a lens that keeps your vision clear when the path seems obscured. Your strength lies not in invincibility, but in the deliberate choice to guard what matters most. It is a power that resists erosion and thrives in balance, ensuring that no shadow can overtake the sanctuary of your spirit. This is the foundation upon which great movements are built. Those who rise beyond mediocrity shape the fabric of reality itself. The unseen forces that bind and influence are no longer mysteries to you, but elements you learn to master, transforming obstacles into stepping stones. This is not a fleeting call to action, but a profound invitation to claim what has always been within your reach. In places where others falter, you remain steady, drawing on a reservoir of wisdom that turns complexity into simplicity and chaos into opportunity. It is here, in the midst of challenge, that mastery takes root, not in the pursuit of perfection, but in the relentless commitment to progress. Your clarity is a double-edged sword, slicing through illusions, yet exposing you to the loneliness of perception. When you see through the facade of comfort others cling to, you find yourself standing apart, misunderstood, or even resisted. It is not rejection, but the natural rhythm of awakening. Truth unsettles before it inspires. Those unable to follow your sight may turn away, leaving you to walk paths others fear to tread. But this solitude is not emptiness, it is preparation. What you hold within is not a burden, but a beacon meant to light the way for those who will one day understand. The vision you carry is not yours alone. It is a gift meant to be shared. Each moment of isolation sharpens your resolve, preparing you for the time when your clarity will be the bridge others cross to find their own understanding. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. To see the truth is to shoulder its weight, to walk through the world knowing what others choose to ignore. But this insight is not a curse. It is the foundation upon which change is built. You are not here to remain silent or unseen. Your purpose transcends comfort, reaching into the very essence of what it means to transform. You are both an anchor and a catalyst, a force that moves through realms of understanding and shifts the trajectory of those who come into your presence. Authority is not something you demand. It is a natural extension of the authenticity you embody. Power does not define you. It flows through the balance you maintain between grace and determination. Where others see limits, you see pathways. Where they hesitate, you press forward. Your strength lies not in dominance, but in the quiet, undeniable force of your presence. Like a lighthouse piercing through the darkest storm, you stand firm, not as one who seeks to control the waves, but as a guide for those lost in the tempest. Your light does not demand attention. It commands it by virtue of its unwavering presence. You are not a beacon of chaos, but of clarity, illuminating paths for those ready to step out of confusion and into truth. This is your nature, not to overpower, but to empower, not to shine for your own sake, but to lead others safely to their shores. Every decision you make echoes far beyond the moment it is made, like a stone dropped into a still pond, creating ripples that reach unseen edges. You do not act carelessly or impulsively. Your every step is deliberate, every movement calibrated to preserve your energy for battles that truly matter. You have learned that wisdom is not in fighting every fight, but in knowing which ones deserve your strength. When you act, it is with precision, and the impact is felt not only in the here and now, but across realms you may never fully witness. In dimensions beyond the physical, your presence holds a unique gravity. You are neither tyrant nor conqueror, but a harmonizer, aligning energies and intentions to create balance where there was once disorder. You are like a master craftsman, weaving threads of purpose and power into a tapestry that others cannot yet see but instinctively trust. This is not work for the faint of heart, for it demands more than strength. It requires an endless well of wisdom and a humility that recognizes you are part of something far greater than yourself. Though you are not immune to imperfection, it is your deep connection to truth that makes you immovable. You are not one to chase validation or applause. They simply follow, drawn to the undeniable integrity of who you are. Like the steady roots of a tree, you remain grounded, and your quiet strength becomes a refuge for others. They may not always understand why they are drawn to you, but they cannot deny the impact of your presence. You are like a gardener in a vast, sacred field, entrusted with nurturing seeds that will one day grow into mighty trees. You don't plant for your own harvest, but for the flourishing of all who will come after you. Your work may go unseen. Your hands may never touch the fruit, but your care shapes the soil and strengthens the roots for generations to come. This is not about you. It's about the purpose that flows through you, a purpose so profound that its full beauty may only be known long after your time. Your role is not to rule, to control, or to command. It is to awaken, to uplift, and to guide. You are not here to bask in power, but to use it as a tool for transformation. True power is never about how much you hold. It's about how much you release, how much you inspire, and how much you enable others to rise. Your strength is not measured by what you conquer, but by the lives you help restore, the spirits you ignite, and the paths you help clear. This calling is sacred. It's not for applause or recognition, but for the quiet, enduring impact you leave behind. Just as the sun rises each day without demand for thanks, you are a constant force of light, guiding without expectation, giving without seeking in return. The power you carry is a gift, entrusted to you not for your glory, but for the greater good of all. This responsibility sets you apart. It elevates you, not above others, but into alignment with a purpose that transcends any single life. Humility is your anchor. It grounds you in the truth that your gifts are not yours to keep, but yours to share. Without humility, power can blind. It can turn even the brightest light into something harsh and consuming. But when rooted in humility, your strength becomes a refuge. It offers shelter to the weary, clarity to the confused, and courage to those who have forgotten their own strength. You are a guide, not because you demand to be followed, but because your presence makes others feel safe enough to take the first step. You are a catalyst, igniting transformation in ways that others may never fully understand. You are a steward of something far greater than yourself, tending to the sacred fire that lights the way for others. And in all of this, you remain grounded in the truth that your purpose is not about you. It's about what flows through you. Think of a river. It doesn't drink its own water or boast of its strength. It flows tirelessly, carving paths, nourishing life, and moving towards something greater than itself. You are that river, steady and unyielding, a force that transforms the landscape of every life you touch. Your purpose is not in the loudness of your power, but in the depth of your impact. Like water shaping stone, you bring change in ways that are lasting and profound, yet gentle and humble. Your strength lies in your ability to carry both power and humility in harmony. This balance makes you a force that cannot be corrupted, a presence that cannot be shaken. The lives you touch are not drawn to you by force, but by the truth and light you embody. They see in you a reflection of what they could become, and your role is to hold space for them as they step into their own power. Every step you take, every word you speak, every action you choose ripples out into the world. You may never see the full impact of your work, but trust that it matters. The seeds you plant today will grow into forests tomorrow. The light you carry will guide countless others, even when you are no longer there to witness it. This is your calling, to be the gardener, the river, the quiet force of transformation, to plant where others may one day harvest, to flow where others may find refreshment, to lift others so they may one day stand taller than you ever could. Your legacy is not in what you build for yourself, but in what you help others build for themselves. Step into this purpose with humility and boldness. Know that your strength is a gift, and your calling is sacred. You are not here by accident, and the power you carry is not misplaced. Let every action reflect the vastness of your purpose and the depth of your love for those you serve. You are more than a chosen one. You are a vessel for something eternal, and the work you do will echo far beyond your lifetime. In this journey, you are not alone. There is an unseen network of kindred spirits, bound not by proximity or blood, but by the resonance of a shared mission. This connection is older than time itself, a web of purpose that pulls you toward those who, like you, are committed to truth. Together, you amplify one another's light. Where one might falter, the collective stands strong. Where one voice struggles to be heard, the chorus cannot be ignored. This is not a gathering of hierarchies or titles. It is a fellowship where each person's unique strengths complement the whole. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. You are not here to simply follow a script. You are here to write a new chapter, to question the narratives that have kept humanity in cycles of fear and submission. The illusions that have held others captive are visible to you, and you cannot turn away from them. You see beyond the surface into the intricate machinery of control, systems designed to isolate, manipulate, and strip autonomy from those caught in their grip. Whether it is a charismatic leader, an oppressive belief system, or a societal structure built on deception, you have the ability to expose the cracks in their foundation. Your clarity is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. To see the truth means to act upon it, to dismantle what is false and create space for what is real. This is not the work of destruction for its own sake, but of liberation. You are here to build, to reconstruct, to lay the foundation for something lasting and authentic. Your power is not a tool of dominance, but of elevation. When you act, it is with the intention of freeing others, not by force, but by illuminating the path they could not see on their own. In this calling, humility is your greatest shield. The gifts you carry are extraordinary, but they do not place you above others. They place you in service to them. Power, when unchecked, becomes its own trap, mirroring the very systems of control you are called to dismantle. But when guided by humility, your strength becomes a force for transformation, impossible to corrupt and undeniable in its impact. You do not command others to follow, you inspire them to rise. Every trial you have faced, every moment of doubt and perseverance has prepared you for this purpose. You were not chosen by accident. Your journey has shaped you into a vessel capable of carrying this mission forward. The power you hold is not meant to be hidden or hoarded. It is meant to be shared, to ignite courage in those who feel lost, and to bring clarity to those still wandering in the fog. This is your moment to step into the fullness of your calling. Speak your truth boldly, for your voice has the power to dismantle deception and reveal what has been hidden. Share your journey, for it is not just your story. It is a beacon for others to find their own way. Every word you speak, every action you take, sends out a signal that resonates far beyond what you can see. You are not here to merely exist. You are here to disrupt, to awaken, to transform. The world is waiting for the fire within you to burn brightly, illuminating paths that others could not see. This is not just a calling, it is your divine responsibility. Let your actions reflect the depth of your purpose, knowing that every choice you make leaves a mark, not only on this world, but on the countless lives you are destined to touch. This unspoken alliance you belong to is not born of proximity, but forged through shared purpose and alignment with something greater. It is a gathering of kindred souls, bound not by accident, but by the inevitable pull of a collective mission. These connections transcend the ordinary and resonate on a frequency that defies explanation. Every interaction strengthens the web of unity, a network that amplifies each individual's light into a force far greater than the sum of its parts. Here, collaboration replaces hierarchy. There are no leaders, only equals contributing their unique strengths to the whole. The combined wisdom of this fellowship becomes a wellspring of resilience, ensuring that even the faintest spark is sheltered and allowed to burn brighter. Together, you move with purpose, shattering barriers and illuminating the way forward. This is not a fraternity of dependence, but a partnership of shared evolution, each member lifting the others to greater heights. You recognize them instantly, not through appearances, but through the unmistakable resonance of shared purpose. There is an innate familiarity, as though these bonds have existed far longer than the fleeting moments of this life. Together, you are an unbreakable force, an embodiment of what unity can achieve when aligned with a higher calling. While others navigate the mazes constructed around them, blind to their artifices, you see the mechanisms that underpin the illusions. These fabricated structures are designed to ensnare, to control, and to strip autonomy. Whether cloaked in charisma or enshrined in dogma, they serve to isolate and perpetuate cycles of submission. But your clarity dismantles their foundation, piece by piece. With each revelation, you expose the fractures in their design, liberating those caught in their grasp. Your gift is not destruction for its own sake, but liberation that replaces captivity with freedom, transforming dependency into empowerment. The frameworks you challenge thrive on ignorance and disconnection, feeding on the divisions they create. Your response is one of connection and knowledge, dismantling these structures with the sharp edge of insight and the quiet persistence of truth. You do not confront blindly. Instead, you approach with strategies that inspire critical thought and question assumed realities. Your work is to awaken courage in others, helping them see the constructs that once seemed insurmountable. In doing so, you create not just freedom, but new foundations where authenticity and autonomy can flourish. Your role is not merely to deconstruct, but to build anew, a task that demands tools forged in understanding and wielded with integrity. The task before you is vast, requiring not only strength, but clarity of purpose. This journey is not one of indulgence or vanity, but of service to a truth that transcends individual desires. Each step you take in dismantling the structures of control ripples outward, reshaping the consciousness of those it touches. Your responsibility extends beyond the immediate, reaching into the broader tapestry of humanity's awakening. Precision guides your actions, ensuring that every choice aligns with the highest principles. As you navigate this path, you continually ask yourself, does this decision uplift or does it harm? This self-awareness anchors you, ensuring that your work remains aligned with integrity. You are not here to dominate, but to elevate, to bring light to shadowed places, and leave behind a legacy of transformation. Your strength lies not in force, but in the deliberate and purposeful application of your gifts, reshaping the world in the image of truth and freedom. A catalyst for transformation. You are not merely dismantling deception. You are rewriting the narrative of what it means to be free. Your purpose is profound, an echo of a greater truth that ripples far beyond the moment. The changes you inspire are not fleeting. They are enduring shifts in the fabric of humanity. Every barrier you dissolve, every truth you unveil, becomes part of a collective awakening. This is not idealistic abstraction. It is the tangible impact of connection and purpose. When you rise, the energy you unleash is felt in places unseen, liberating those still ensnared by constructs of control. This journey demands resilience and courage. The work of healing is unyielding and raw, requiring you to confront the deepest shadows of your existence. By doing so, you create a resonance that others instinctively follow, even if they cannot yet articulate why. Your transformation becomes a blueprint for collective liberation, a silent force that opens unseen doors. The energy you embody is not static. It flows outward, disrupting stagnation and inspiring change. As you heal, you shatter the structures that depend on silence and passivity. The clarity you gain is not confined to your own growth. It becomes a beacon, illuminating the path for others to break free. This is not merely about personal elevation, but about elevating humanity itself. Every choice you make ripples outward, shaping a collective evolution that cannot be undone. Through your journey, others discover the strength to confront their own illusions. You are not just a healer, you are a builder, creating spaces where truth can thrive and flourish. Your strength must always be tempered with humility, for power without self-awareness becomes its own prison. The gifts you carry, your ability to see beyond the surface, your intuitive alignment with deeper truths, are immense, but they require balance. To wield such influence responsibly, you must remain vigilant against the very forces you oppose. It is not enough to dismantle external systems of control. You must also guard against the temptation to elevate yourself above others. Power, when left unchecked, risks mirroring the very structures it seeks to dismantle. Your greatest strength lies in humility, in your willingness to remain grounded even as you ascend. By empowering others rather than dominating, you align yourself with the highest purpose, ensuring your influence is a force for liberation, not oppression. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles. Feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Every challenge you have faced, every step you have taken, has prepared you for this moment. Your purpose is not to conform or to blend into the background of a controlled existence. You are here to disrupt the systems that obscure truth, to ignite the courage needed for change, and to guide others toward their freedom. Your story is not isolated. It is part of a vast, interconnected movement toward collective awakening. Each action you take resonates far beyond its immediate impact, inspiring others to see their potential and embrace their path. The courage you embody sparks transformation, and the clarity you hold dispels shadows. Now is the time to act with intention and conviction. Your voice carries the power to dismantle deception and illuminate new possibilities. By sharing your journey, you offer more than inspiration. You create a ripple effect that empowers others to rise. This is your calling, and it is one only you can fulfill. The power you hold is not just a privilege, it is a responsibility. Through your choices, you will help reshape the world, offering clarity where there was confusion and freedom where there was once constraint. Let your actions reflect your purpose, knowing that every step you take creates pathways for others to follow.